This Luke 21 and 20. And when ye see ye, and when ye shall see the water, Jerusalem can pass with armies, then know that the desolation thereof is nigh.
And guess what? Hey, that's happening again, because everything that was written aforetime was written for our learning. That we through faith of the scriptures might have hope. You know, so we got hope because we trust in the word of the Lord. Hey, the Lord said that this was going to happen, and it happened back then, and it did. But the Lord said it's going to be a time of Jacob's trouble. You know, and the book of Daniel said that there's going to be a time that a time of trouble that comes upon the world that has never been you know, before in existence. You know, roughly paraphrasing. So we know that there's a time coming that's going to be worse than 70 AD. Now we, having wisdom, we know that it didn't work back then for the people that didn't believe on the Lord at all, who tried to continue on living in their ways, you know, living in Jerusalem, establishing a business, thinking that they're going to be there, trade with the Romans, trade with the Pharisees, keep the law, not trusting in Yahushua, and look at what happened to them. There was millions on top of millions, man. Hey, the book of Josephus said that there were so many dead bodies that were upon the ground that when the soldiers went to kill more Israelites, they had to run across the dead bodies, man. The same thing's gonna happen in America. There's gonna be so many bodies. There's gonna be bodies spread out like dung upon the ground, man. Everything that was written aforetime, things that happened before tend to happen again. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna trust in the Lord, man. Because there were righteous and holy men back then that trusted in the Lord, and the Lord saved them from that event.
Oh shit. Then let them which are in Judea flee into the mountain, and let them which are in the midst of it depart out.
Because it said, so those in Judea shall flee to the mountains. Now, hard-headed Israelites, if you keep reading the scripture, he said, flee to the mountains, and then what?
And let them which are in the midst of it depart out.
When those that are in the middle of Jerusalem to get out of there, get out of Dodge, right?
And let not them that are in the country enter into.
Okay, and that's in the country, enter not therein-to, right?
Yeah.
So if you out in the field, you out of the city area, don't come back in there to go get your little belongings, because you know Jake, you know they got to get them Jordans.
My hat.
You know,
flat screen TV.
That flat screen TV and a hurricane.
Right.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
For these be the days of vengeance.
These be the days of vengeance. So when you see those troops coming down the street, you see martial law, you see them military planes like we saw last week flying through here. When you see them just shooting missiles at buildings, because you know Esau like to play target practice. When they got that 50 cal on top of a roof and just start letting loose, and all you see is body parts after that. And when you see just chaos and chaotic situations, those gonna be the days of vengeance that the Lord been talking about. He's talking about even in these days. Go ahead.
For these be the days of vengeance, that all things which are written may be fulfilled.
Right. So everything got to be fulfilled. So what's the spirit of? Can I get that Revelation 19:10? But that's the whole thing, matter of this thing. Because what we're doing now is.
I got it.
Go ahead.
Revelation 19:10, and I fell at his feet to worship him, and he said unto me, see thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant.
This talking about the angel. Go ahead.
And of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahushua Mashiach, worship Yahweh, for the spirit of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy.
So this is why we're doing this. This is why we're out here on the highways and byways. But these be the days of vengeance that was what? Written before. Because the scriptures were what? Written for our learning in Romans 15:4. These things were written. So these days, they were not just talking about, the Yahushua wasn't indicating just 70 AD. It's talking about the time that we're going to be into very soon. These hurricanes, earthquakes are not picking up for no reason. You know, the talk of nuclear weapons are not just out here just because they got a nice little boom or pop to them. It was reported today that North Korea, it was reported that by North Korea's by North Korea is what they call it their missile sites. It was a trimmer bot. That's them shooting that HARP over there trying to.
Oh yeah.
They trying to shoot that HARP. So trying to disrupt their situation, you know, because now the Americans see that these other nations have the weapon that they thought they only had. Go ahead.
But woe unto them that are with child, and to them that
hey man,
suck.
you ain't got the spirit on you. How about Shema Shah? You got children, and you ain't got the spirit on you. The Most High could kill the men of the Lord children, but He could keep them alive too, because through that man, you know, He'll keep them alive. If He don't, that's all through the Most High. Go ahead.
And to them that give suck in those days.
Right. So you got a little infant. You got woe to that somebody who's pregnant. Woe to that's a woman that's breastfeeding a child, a toddler, something of such. Go ahead.
For there be great distress in the land and wrath upon this people.
Right, because it's going to be great distress. I need on the Apocrypha, Ezra.
Oh, I got it.
Yeah. So this going to be great distress because it's going to be what? Sedition among men. It's going to be just hell, the hell you never thought you'd see on earth. T-Bone ain't going to be the tough guy no more.
One day.
It's going to be one. It's going to all change in a second. All this partying and going and bullshitting around, it's gonna change in 1 second. The Lord is gonna take this smile, this mirth, it's gonna make it terror. It's gonna make it terror upon you people, man. These gonna be the days, the beginnings of sorrows, man. Yeah, come.
And also, if it's gonna be in one day when it's gonna begin, that means they're gonna have people already set up. Meaning they're gonna be like, all right, we're gonna do this all right on such and such day. So they already planning what day they want to do it on. You know.
Right. The brothers gave us a calendar. Shout all the brothers a calendar. What was September 22nd supposed to be, bro?
I think it was some type of equinox or something like that.
What's September 7th was? Marriage to the Beast. Yeah. Marriage to the Beast, man. They got holidays, holy days.
Raptures.
Yeah, right. They got holidays for these. For their satanic holidays, man.
It's supposed to be a rapture today.
It's supposed to be a rapture today, September 23rd.
Oh, you don't gotta go to work no more.
Right.
I just looked at the date.
Remember CERN? September 23rd, 14 or 15? 2015. September 23rd. So that's a luministic number, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I got 2nd Ezra 16.
There's gonna be a bunch of people that go missing. They're gonna be disappearing. And what happened? They got raptured up. Now they're in some government facility and they harvesting their oil.
Right. Yeah. That's a beautiful point, because now you're gonna have what they call those people that's those doomsday preppers. So they've been prepping for this day for years, man. So you're gonna see in the desert of Arizona where they don't think nobody could come out. They got underground bunkers all through Arizona, all through them deserts, man. Yeah, all up in the mountains of Colorado. You know, they showed you when it was murals all in Colorado. It was murals all in Colorado that was showing the dissemination of Issachar and all the people. He had a mural up there. So these people know, man. The elites, the upper echelon, the military men, Joe Sixpack, he heard about the mark of the beast, but it don't matter because he's in this world at this moment. Hold on, give me that real quick. Hold on one second.
I got you.
This is Revelations 1 and 3. Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand.
Right.
Because that's what we doing out here. We prophesying, you know what I'm saying? We letting you know what's about to go down before it go down, you know what I'm saying? For all y'all niggas that, y'all hear these words and you want to gainsay, talk your shit, you know what I'm saying? Hey, destruction to all you niggas, you know what I'm saying? It's all about those that read and understand the words of the Heavenly Father, that actually believe, you know what I'm saying? Those are the ones that's gonna be blessed, and Lord willing, and taken up into those chariots. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else is gonna be laid here and destroyed by that thermonuclear fire. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna basically what we prophesize that it's about to go from one extreme to the next. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, folly is set in great dignity. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do when you want to do it right now. You know what I'm saying? And that's fine for all y'all niggas. Y'all niggas love to have it so. But just as folly is set in great dignity, it's gonna be woe and destruction set in great dignity in a minute. You know what I'm saying? So y'all better, hey, you know what I'm saying? All y'all carnal shit that y'all trust in, you know what I'm saying? And y'all want to continue to believe in these religions, go to these churches. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want to have family time, you know, on the weekends and this, that, and the other. Hey, the Lord's about to disrupt all that shit. He about to make you real uneasy out here. You know what I'm saying? And hey, tell you week after week, you know what I'm saying? It's like y'all fan y'all hand at it, but you know, so be it.
Because right now, we out here, we fighting a spiritual war at this moment, right? But it's gonna get physical, man. It's gonna be real physical in the second, man. Because Esau ain't gonna just let us try to get out and just take the kingdom. I just, hey man, just get out of seats, get in the chains, man. And what he gonna do is he gonna it's boring, ain't it?
Why would he do that?
That's beautiful.
The Lord don't even want that.
Right.
That's boring.
He's not gonna just hand the kingdom over, man. Hey, what he said, the saints should take the kingdom, bro.
That's why he hardened Pharaoh's heart.
Yeah.
Right. Pharaoh would have been gay. That shit.
Here you go. I'm done with
And
it.
there was a couple of times where he was, but the Most High had to, you know, had them angels working on his mind to harden his heart even more. And that's the same thing that the Lord is doing with the elites right now. You know, because the Lord's trying to build up that drama, man.
Man, that heart is harder than Thor's hammer right now.
God.
Break that shit.
And obtainium.
Damn.
Hey, man, look. The thing that's about to happen with this thing, man, is because right now we know it's not we wrestle not against flesh and blood, right? You know, but this is so spiritual right now because Esau's battling with us in our physical form. He's killing us on the streets. He's killing you know, abortions, everything, trying to get us out of here. But he don't know how much the spirit is enriched in us, man. To the point where the Most High deemed that he's gonna, like the brother's going through, he's gonna save us in that day and time. So all through the time that we're gonna be saved, the days that we're gonna be saved is because we're gonna be protected by the Yahweh Hashem Yahushua through his blessings. Because we gonna have to, man. Because if we don't, what he say? If it won't be no flesh to be saved, that's why you got to speed up the clock to get it out of here. It's on a rush. It's on a speeding up level now, man. The Most High Yahweh Hashem Yahushua speeding it up because he's actually probably. It's like, man, he got to speed up the prophecies, man. He's speeding up the prophecies them days so the prophecies can go through, so his people can usher in the kingdom, man. Go ahead, keep. You got something? Bruce, you got something?
I just want to make a point that. When Sodom and Gomorrah was destroyed, you know, he had already told, you know, he tried to tell his sons-in-laws, you know, to get out, you know, and they didn't want to, they thought, you know, he was basically, you know, scoffing at them. This is Genesis 16, Genesis 19, verse 12. And the men said unto Lot, Hast thou here any besides son-in-laws, and thy sons and thy daughters, and whatsoever thou hast in the city, bring them out of this place. So Lot had sons in there, you know, too. He had sons or sons-in-law in there. For we will destroy this place because the cry of them is waxing great before the face of Yahweh, and Yahweh hath sent us to destroy it. And Lot went out and spake unto his sons-in-law, which married his daughter, and said, Up, get you out of this place, for Yahweh will destroy the city. But he seemed as one that mocked unto his sons-in-law. So they thought his sons-in-law was like, man, you just playing around, you know. And if you read the story, his children, they were basically widows because they thought that the only people on the earth was their father, which they lay with, you know. So they were perceived Lot as a mocker. Same way, you know, these Israelites and other nations, they see us as scoffers and mockers right now when we tell them this place is going to be destroyed.
Right. And they, you know, you can make fun of us all you want. You can throw your bean bags, you can do everything. But it's still, this word's still going to get out. And all other nations going to come and fall to the wayside. All nations going to come under us. Go ahead, man.
This is second Ezra 16 and 18, the beginning of sorrows and great mourning, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars and the beginning and the
So it's going to be a world war. Yeah. It's going to be the Philippines. It's going to be all nations in that day. It's going to be nations going to get taken apart. That's right. It's going to be dismantled. Broken down. And our kingdom is going to be ushered in that day. That's right. And the Lord is not going to play with no other nation. These black Latinos and Native American men that y'all destroyed, all you other nations destroyed. The so-called white man is the top heathen that did it. And the rest, all the way to the Chinese, Philippines, all the nations, other nations that came against us. All the Arabs, all of them that came against us are going to be disseminated. Go ahead, bro.
And the power shall stand in fear.
And the power shall stand. All the nations don't stand in fear when they see it. Go ahead.
The beginning of evil.
Go ahead.
What shall I do when these evils come?
Yeah, what you gonna do when that day come? The nations ain't got nothing to do with that. But when the evils come, you don't know which way to go. That's why the scripture brothers quoted earlier said, with a lion, the day of the Lord.
I got it.
Hold
it right there. Yeah. Amos 5 and I start from 18. Woe unto the Amos 5 and
we don't care what nation you with. The Lord is going to correct